Hello, everyone. I am Dwaine.
And I'm Erica.
And we want you to know that we believe in you and the Christ light energy within you.
Yeah, and so why are we here? We're here to experience what it is to be like God. God is oneness. It's the programming that we have had for centuries and actually 10 million years, the programming that makes us gasp at the thought that we're God. But how can you be one and not be God? Are we prejudiced against God? We can be one, but we are one with God.
One with God means that where we're headed, this source energy, this new vibration on the planet, this new vibration in consciousness that we're rising out of, we're becoming one with this source energy, God, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't mind what you call it, as long as you are moving into your joy, moving into your life the way that you have dreamt it to be, the joy in life. And as we move into this and we qualify it, we talk to one another about it, we're also disqualifying things. And by disqualifying things, we're disqualifying things that we no longer want, simply by loving and allowing them to go, loving and allowing them to just be what they are, whatever energy that is conflicting, just let it be, and allow yourself to express what you want to express in life.
The world is your stage. It is your canvas waiting for you to create upon, waiting for you to think, waiting for you to qualify and to create. When you start doing this, all of the facets of your being will naturally start playing their part, and they'll play it very well. Your spirit, your soul, your flame, the goddess or God within you, your inner mind, your intuitions, your instinct, your passion, your visions and knowingness, they will all come together for you. All of these facets of your being will naturally release that intelligence that will go ahead of you and open up all opportunities and doors. And for Dwaine and I, this happened before we actually met each other. We had already come to our own self. We had become a pillar within ourselves. Both of us being therapists and working with people, we had gone through initially working with people and feeling that we needed to, in a sense, help them solve their problems. And in taking that on, we started to try to find those solutions for them. And there was a point in time for both Dwaine and I in which that stopped, in which we realized that the empowerment came from within them, and the solutions, and the only solutions that really belonged to them, were the ones that came from them. And so it was in learning about that whole concept that we learned it for ourselves as well. And we realized that all of our solutions are from within. It's not in the external world. I used to search for who is this person going to be that's going to make me whole. And you know, it was only when I gave up the search. It's when I stopped looking and realized that I was complete and whole within myself. And then experiencing that joy, that revelation, and that supreme, incredible feeling of freedom that comes when your search has stopped, when you realize that you are already it. It is all within you. And it was when that happened that Dwaine ended up in my life. It didn't happen 1 second before then.
And the process of finding your twin flame, and the twin flame is finding the twin flame within first. It's being content and being sovereign within yourself first, and okay with self, and in touch with that twin flame energy within yourself, and then your twin flame shows up. It wasn't a search, an external search. It's like this. It's like looking for the Holy Grail, or looking for enlightenment, or looking for all of these things externally. little by little, we all begin to understand and realize that the search isn't outside. The search is being able to find it within first. And once you find it within, then it reflects in the outer world. And that assists us all in finding whatever it is what we want in life, is when we can sit with it inside and find it within, know that it's within you, then it begins to reflect on the outside world and come into your life.
Yes, that's so true, and a lot of that is also it's starting. It's the law of allowing. It's the law of loving. We have been programmed by being judged ourselves to judge others. We have gone into this world with freedom of spirit and freedom of love, and as we started our initial steps out into the world, it was don't run around the coffee table, no, don't do this, don't do that, and a lot of it was safety and protection and all of those types of things, but we learned over and over again not to do certain things, and then we start to adopt that and start to take that out into the people that we were dealing with our little friends, and start making our own judgments as well. And it is in the isness. It's in just being and just allowing and making no judgment that we finally find the freedom. And our twin flame is out there. Everybody has one. Everybody has access to universal knowledge. Everyone has access to abundance. Everyone has access to the Holy Grail, and everyone has access to their twin flame. But there is nowhere that you can buy it in the stores. There is nowhere out there that you can go to a consultant and have yourself suited up for one. It is something that happens from within you. It is learning to breathe, learning to meditate, and none of that has to be difficult. My search for enlightenment happened within myself, and you know, although it happened a number of years ago and was part of me throughout my life in many different ways, it was in a matter of an instant that it happened within me.
It happened within an instant. It happened the moment that I allowed myself the privilege to step into that sensation, that I could do it. Now, when we think about anything that we want to achieve in life, if we run it through ourselves first and start to feel it and start to experience it inside, just like anything that we're wanting to do here in accelerating our knowingness or accelerating our experience in enlightenment, it's being able to just allow yourself internally to experience it first. It's within you. It's all within us. All the knowledge, all the wisdom is there inside. And all we need to do is step in there and internally start to experience it. And then it starts to reflect on the outside of our life. And we start to begin to manifest it within. So it's qualifying. It's qualifying that this does exist. That as we're coming out of this era of, as Erica mentioned, of all the don'ts and no's, and we're healing. We're healing on a grand level right now, and we're healing and stepping into more and more of this, the power of God I am. Because this is what it ends up being, isn't it? Is that if we're being one, we're actually being one with all things and the Creator. So stepping into that experience, thinking about what that would feel like, helps you to get there. What would that feel like? And start to imagine it in your mind. What would that feel like? And then you start stepping into it. You start experiencing it. You start getting kundalini. You start rising yourself up.